Hello and welcome to Ireland's online health and nutrition club. My name is Erika Doolan and I'm your nutritionist here at Nutriclub, and today I'm going to go through our easy nutrition tips that will stay with you for life. I'm going to talk a little bit about the basics of nutrition, and then I'm going to go on and tell you what we provide here at Nutriclub for you and how you can benefit from joining our online club. Now, food is more than just nutrition, and it should be a pleasurable experience. And finding food that both tastes good and does you good can and should be part of the fun of eating well. Whether you live alone or maybe you're part of a family, but good nutrition plays a vital role not only for your general health and well-being, but also in the prevention of many major diseases such as heart disease, stroke, cancer, and even Alzheimer's, and there's many more after that. And what you eat now is vitally important in determining your future health. And very few people actually die of old age. Rather, they die of diseases we associate with old age. And this does not have to be the case. So I'm going to discuss food at its basic level and what we should be eating and in what quantities, and what constitutes our 5+ a day and why we need the 5+ a day. And we will provide you with food shopping advice to include healthy cupboard staples and meal planning, and our goal is to increase your nutritional fitness levels and put you on the road to optimum health. So throughout our online program, we will monitor your progress, and the good news is that we will reward you along the way for achieving your own personal health goals. Now, the term for our basic food groups are called macronutrients, and broken down really into carbohydrates, fiber, fats, proteins and water. And you will all be familiar with the terms, but not be fully aware of the functions and ratios of each we need. So here's a quick rundown. Carbohydrates should form 55% of our daily calories to include 20 grams of fiber. Fats should form 30% of our daily calories. Proteins should form 15% of our daily calories. Now, carbohydrates provide energy and they regulate our blood sugar, and they provide us with dietary fiber, which is really, really important. And carbohydrates are derived mainly from plant sources, with the exception of dairy, and include all forms of wheat, oats, rye, barley, rice, pasta, pulses, fruit and vegetables, along with simple sugars such as glucose, sucrose, galactose. And regardless of the form they take, all carbs break down into glucose in the body. Always opt for whole grain variety and with fruits. Go for the whole fruit rather than juices. The reason for this is that the fiber in the whole grain or the fruit provides a slower sugar release, giving us a more sustained energy release. And then moving on to fiber. Fiber is essential for healthy digestion, and we should be consuming between 20 to 35 grams of fiber per day. And there are insoluble and soluble forms of fiber. Examples of soluble fiber include most fruits and vegetables, oats, lentils, beans, flax seeds, and sources of insoluble fiber include whole grains, bran, and skin on fruit. And then moving on to fats. Fats play a major role, and fats will help regulate our body temperature. They will aid energy production, hormone production, and they are also a cushion for our vital organs, including the brain. So reducing saturated fats is really, really important, and I'm talking about fats such as animal fats, butter, lard, and cheeses, because consuming too much of these can increase the risk of cardiovascular disease and even some cancers. But there's one exception, and that exception is coconut oil. Because coconut oil is a medium-chain fatty acid and has the amazing ability to be converted directly into energy and not stored as fat. And it does not require bile for absorption. It also remains stable at a high cooking temperature and is not easily oxidized. So I would highly recommend, when you're cooking anything at all, or you're going to be using a very high heat, coconut oil is the ultimate oil to use. So replace some saturated fats with essential good fats. Essential fatty acids are fats that cannot be manufactured in the body and are essential for the maintenance of health. So we need to get them from our diet. Therefore, low or no fat diets which deprive us of these essential fatty acids can have a negative health impact. And there are lots of fatty benefits such as healthy skin, supple joints and a healthy heart. And some sources of good fats include polyunsaturated fats such as fish, fish oils, shellfish, flaxseed, walnuts, soybeans, corn oil, safflower oil, sunflower oil. And then monounsaturated fats include olive oil, avocados, peanuts and almonds. Protein is essential for cell growth, for tissue repair and for reproduction. And our daily requirements include about 0.8 grams per kilo of body weight. And there are complete proteins which are mainly from animal sources, such as meat, fish, eggs, milk, cheese, and these provide all the 8 essential amino acids. Now remember, individual plant foods do not contain all the essential amino acids we need in the right proportions, but when we mix plant foods together, any deficiency in one is balanced by the other. So for example, beans on toast, rice and beans, these are all good combinations. And sources of non-animal protein fall into 3 categories. So we have nuts and seeds, sunflowers, sesame seeds, pumpkin, linseeds, Brazil nuts, pecans, hazelnuts, almonds, walnuts, cashew nuts, pine nuts. And then beans and pulses, we have peanuts, peas, beans, lentils and soybean products such as soy milk and tofu. And then grains such as oats, corn, wheat, rye, barley, one of my favorites, millet, quinoa, buckwheat and rice. And of course, brown rice is better, or basmati rice. So there is an example of some proteins. Now, water is essential for life, and we hear this every day on the radio and the newspapers because it really acts as a medium for chemical reactions, and it removes waste from the body and it provides lubrication. And it comprises 60 to 70% of the fluid content of our body, so that's why it's so important. And symptoms of loss of body fluids include increased thirst, discomfort, fatigue, impatience, nausea, emotional instability, headaches and dizziness. And we lose water on a daily basis, and we lose it from our skin perspiration, from exercising, lung respiration, even through our urine. And it's vital to get enough water from sources such as plain drinking water, herbal teas and foods. And we must aim for at least 2 litres per day. That's approximately 8 glasses of water per day from a combination of these sources. And it will keep our skin hydrated, it'll remove all those toxins from the body, and it'll really keep our bowels regular as well. So it's very, very important. Now, the 5+ a day, which you would also hear on quite a regular basis, why do we need 5 or more fruits or vegetables a day? Well, eating 5 or more portions of fruit or veg a day is necessary to reach adequate dietary targets for vitamins and minerals. Fruits and vegetables contain naturally occurring phytonutrients such as carotenoids, flavonoids and phytoestrogens, and these antioxidant substances help to combat the body's toxic free radicals and are mainly responsible for the colour, aroma and flavour of the foods in this group. So really, to get a good mix or a good variety of phytonutrients, a healthy diet should have a combination of many different colours of fruit and veg. So look for bright colours like broccoli, dark green leafy veg, even berries, strawberries, red colours, red peppers, oranges, yellow fruits and veg as well. Go for the brighter colours and vary them up each week. Antioxidants are the first defense against free radical damage and could add many, many years to your lifespan, and they really protect against cancers and chronic diseases, so they really are essential. The antioxidants in fruit and vegetables are generally well absorbed provided they are not overcooked, and better still, you may even eat them raw, but make sure that they are only cooked slightly, because if you do overcook them, you can actually ruin the texture, and you can also ruin the nutrient content or the nutrient profile in your fruit or vegetable. So it is easy to get your 5 a day, and did you know that one portion of your 5 a day is only 80 grams? That's less than 3 ounces. So for example, 2 florets of broccoli or cauliflower, 3 tablespoonfuls of peas, 1 medium apple, and you can use fresh, frozen, dried or tinned fruit. Just be careful that the tinned fruit is not full of sugar, that it's in its own juice. And you should always have some in the fridge, freezer or cupboard. Now fresh or frozen is the best to choose from. So this is not just a diet, this is a diet for life. So we at NutriClub offer you the tools to live a healthier and happier lifestyle. If you would like some more free health tips and nutrition tips, or even some delicious recipes, visit our page at www.nutriclub.ie. Thank you for listening. Erika Doolan, NutriClub.